Breaking news. Barron Trump posted a tweet at about 1:40 today, and it reads, "Everyone who knows me sees me as a realist, some even as a pessimist. With that in mind, you'll understand the weight of what I'm about to say. I believe we're on the brink of uncovering a dark legacy in this country that has been hidden for far too long. If you're struggling to grasp how your ex-government could do such things, my advice is to either brace yourself or go hide until someone saves you. I truly think the dam is breaking, and regardless of how it unfolds, real change is coming. Those at the federal and state levels should be preparing to lose sleep. It's about to go mainstream." You got to give props where they're due. I want to take my hat off to President Trump because the media is trying to break up this relationship between him and Elon. Because when they say President Elon, co-president, we didn't elect him, Elon is running the country, they're trying to gin up a constitutional crisis. I want y'all to pay attention to that word because you're going to hear that word said over and over across all media platforms because they're trying to get you to buy into their lie. The constitutional crisis is an illusion. It's not real. They're creating it as if it is, and they're talking about it as if it is. All channels, all cable networks, and all podcasts that are left-leaning are using this word. So you can't run from it. You can't avoid it. You must be cognizant of it so you don't get caught up in it. Pay close attention how the media talks to Republicans or MAGA Republicans versus Democrats. Okay, I need y'all to pay attention to that because depending on how much information you get from your news organization, they're gonna try to lead you to pick a side. And they have people on as guests, whether they're Democrat or Republican. I want you to look at how they talk to the Democrats uninterrupted. They'll just let them say anything and everything. Lies, and more lies. And they will not interrupt them. But you interview a MAGA Republican, 3 to 5 seconds into his answer, they cutting him off. They jumping in. Oh, that's not true. That hadn't been proven. You remember y'all said Biden was on top of his game. He was sharp as a tack. He was going to wipe the floor with Trump. And then we see that nonsense, foolishness, and carrying on during that debate. It was clear. It was like, oh, my God, After that debate, I said to myself, who in the hell is running the country? For some of y'all that are in denial about the situation that the Democrats are in, they're in trouble when they bring up H.R. 40, which is a House resolution about reparations. Yes, you heard that word again. Reparations. That's another tactic. It's funny how these R words are triggering mechanisms against our community. You mentioned racism. The average black person checks out mentally. They gone. We are so sensitive about that term, about that topic, because we don't know who we are. Some of us think they're African, not knowing we're indigenous to this continent. You didn't come from Africa. You weren't brought over here from Africa. And here's how you know. How many times at the family reunion, because you're around all the old folks, how many times did anybody bring up Big Mama, Big Mama, Big Mama? How many times did she or he bring up, you need to go back across the pond to go see so-and-so? You need to go over there to the motherland to visit your so-and-so. Because we don't know who we are, anybody that looks colored, we take umbrage against anybody bringing up the term racism. If they the one drop rule. Then you got all this colorism too. Some people trying to say who's black and who ain't black enough. That's Roland Martin's problem. He's the black police. He gets to decide. He's the black police commissioner. He gets to decide who's black, who's not black enough, and who's black, but the face of white supremacy. Have you ever heard of such foolishness, nonsense, and carrying on? There's two things I want you to pay close attention to as we move forward in this year, in President Trump's second administration. With these protests, I want you to pay attention who's talking the loudest, who's in the background, who has the most to say, who has the most to say. The most to say, the most to lose. Keep that in mind. I want you to pay attention how they talk to President Trump. Now think about how many interviews President Joe Biden gave. Think about that now before you just go off the deep end and want to play politics. Think about how many interviews you saw Joe Biden in a 1 month stretch. You done seen President Trump about as much as you've seen him on his campaign trail. He's present. He's letting you know not only that he's present, but he's available. I'll take questions now. You're not gonna get that. Matter of fact, we didn't get that. We didn't know what the hell was going on. And when someone has to end their administration with a round of pardons for FBI agents, and I heard that number soared into the, 1,500? Did he pardon 1,500 people? I guess I hope it wasn't just one agency. Scores of people. It's unheard of. Not to mention his own family. Like I was bringing up at the barber shop. If the root is foul, so is the tree. Last thing I want you to remember, pay attention to the number of leaks it is in his administration. See, in the first administration, the media was always one step ahead of him in terms of leaks because he had traitors in his administration, people that would later and have now turned on him. Some of the security clearances he's taken for people that was in his administration because he found out who they actually are now. But under the advisement of some people in his first administration, he put them on board, not knowing they were deep state operatives. So that's all I have for you right now. Keep in mind some of the things I shared. Like, comment, subscribe, and leave a comment. Let me know if this is the kind of content you want to continue to see and hear. And, just let me know what you think. Have a blessed day. I'm out.